Good morning everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we've got some orders to pick. It's been pretty busy yesterday. We've had a sale this morning. In total we have got 7 items to ship out this morning, totaling just over £192, so actually really good. We've got about 4 orders to get out of the shed. We've got some Star Wars, and then we've got a really nice £60 sale. Last item of a bundle of 5 that I bought. You might know what they are. We'll check it out in a bit. First, let's jump in the shed and find what's sold. That time again to try and open the door. First time. Here we go. So what have we got? We've got a pair of trainers, and then I think we've got boxes B and C, which are way back there. So I guess I best get some stuff out of the shed. It's the worst thing ever when it's the item at the bottom of these boxes, because I've got to get everything out. Here we go. We found box C. Let's see what we got. One item out of box C is this IKEA lamp, which is a Basilisk. It was half price at the charity shop a couple of months ago. I paid £2 for this. It has gone for £22.50 all in. I think it was £17.50 on an offer plus £5 postage. It is ceramic or glass, so we're going to have to wrap it very carefully. We've then got 2 items in box B. Box B is mainly plush, and then just some other items I've chucked in there around them. This was a surprising sale. It's a Squishmallow Spaceman. I think it cost me £1. I chucked it in the wash and it had a couple of light marks left on it. No interest in it whatsoever. I dropped it to half price on Vinted, and then it sold full price on eBay, £10 plus £3.50 postage. Fits in a poly bag. Again, cost me £1 or 50p. It was really cheap. Bought it with a bundle of Marvel books, and they'd sold straight away too. And then in the same box we sold these 2 sold these 2 leather Ray-Ban cases. They've got the paperwork, they have got the cleaning cloth. They're just empty cases, obviously no glasses in them. Sent an offer out. I think I sold them 2 days ago for a tenner plus postage, and then the buyer found the one that they'd lost and cancelled the order. A day after, I sent an offer out to somebody else, and I think I sent it out for £11.50, and they bought it, so they went for £14.99 all in. Didn't cost me much at all. It might have been 50p each. That is it from the boxes. We've then got a pair of trainers. Luckily this time they're right on the top. These sold this morning. It is this pair of Nike Air Max Thayer, bought from Vinted in a big bundle. I got 5 pairs and I think I paid £35 or £38, something like that. These have gone for £24.99. They're only a small size 5, but they're in pretty decent condition. They've been through the wash and had a quick scrub down. I didn't really bother with the bottoms too much, but the tops are pretty clean. But yeah, £24.99 all in. That's it from the shed. Annoyingly, I've now got to get all these boxes back in here. This is the mess I'm dealing with. We're back upstairs finally. Everything we've got left to pack is up here. I guess first things first, let's talk about the biggest sale of yesterday. It was this set of Seca weighing scales. These are mainly used in gyms, hospitals, medical use, things like that. They are ridiculously expensive. If you were a business buying them from the supplier brand new, they're £275, something like that. You might remember these from a car boot video. I bought a set of 5, well I bought 5, exactly the same model, for £50. These are the last remaining set, and they've sold for £67. The lowest I've sold any of them for is £55. So you times that by 5, and we have made a minimum of £250. I think we're pushing more. We've made £300, so we've turned £50 into £300, and they've sold within a couple of months. It might even be, it's got to be within a couple of months, I think. Really quick, really good product. They all worked. They all was the exact same measurement as the scale I had or the weight I had, and we had batteries for them all to test them. Really good. But yeah, sold £67, brand new. You're paying 200 to 300. Really good sale. Finally, we've got two different bundles of Star Wars figures. First things first was some 2014 Star Wars Rebels. Let's go find them. There's not many 2014 figures, so they should be in a pretty small bag. I say that and then I can't find them. There we go. 2014. Yeah, in fact, they're the only figures I had. Yeah, so it was a bundle of 5, but a bundle of 5, but there are 2 duplicates of 2 of them, so there's only 3 different figures. I'll get a couple out. I'll show you the coolest one. There's 2 Inquisitors. There's 2 of one of the main guys. I can't remember his name. And then there is this funky looking alien. These went on offer for $15.99 all in. So when you're taking off fees and postage, it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but you've got to remember that I had like 1,000 figures, and I'm in profit before I even started listing the figures. So everything is profit now. So if I'm making like a tenner per item or per sale, I'm really happy with that, because we have got well over a grand's worth of figures listed, and I'm looking to shift them. But yeah, $15.99 all in. The last set of figures are from 2009, which might be quite a big bag. I'm not entirely sure. In fact, it looks like they are here. Here we are. It was a bundle of 4 clone troopers, but they're all special and worth decent money individually. Let's have a look. We've got 2 of these guys. They might be the stealth bomber ones. I'm not 100% sure. I think it was this guy. This might be I can't remember. One of them's a stealth bomber, but there's a grey one. And then I think, if I was going to guess, I think there's only one actually left. So I'm going to go with it being this clone trooper that has got some different colours on him. He's not just plain white. I can't remember who it is. It might be Wolf. Maybe not though. Let's have a quick look. There's one called Hardcase. There's 2 stealth guys, and then maybe he's just a generic clone trooper. But yeah, these were listed for £40 plus postage. Sent out a healthy offer of £30, and they sold straight away. So these have gone for £33.50. And again, just literally 4 clone troopers. So if you think about how many was in that, if you saw the post on Instagram, you know how many were in that box. And currently there are bags and bags of them up there. £30 plus postage. Unbelievable. That's all the sales, totaling £192. The sad part is now we've got to pack them. The scales are a little bit of a pain, but luckily they are like quite a normal shape, so it'll be quite easy to find a box for them. I guess the most annoying thing is going to be that IKEA lamp, because it's glass. So I'm going to bubble wrap it, the whole thing, and then I've got loads of newspapers. I'm just going to shove them all in a box, and hopefully it arrives in one piece. In terms of the Star Wars figures, I finally started tackling the 2004 bag, which was probably the most full. So it was one of these bigger bags, but it was both of these. So it was twice the size, this bag. These are what I've drafted up. These are what I've got left to go. And let me just tell you, there is a hell of a lot of money in that bag. I didn't think it was going to be as good as the 2008. There isn't a £50 figure so far like there was in one of the other ones, but there are some droids, R2-D2 and other like R2-D2 variants. There's a Woolworth exclusive worth 30. There's more that are worth 20, 15 for individual figures. There's going to be some serious money in that, and hopefully they'll be showing up in some sold videos pretty soon. I guess I should stop waffling and actually start packing this stuff, which is always, you know, the least fun. Here's a quick clip of what's going out. So we've got these and then the scales, obviously. I'll show you how much of a mess we make when we actually get them boxed up. I thought while I was in the middle of packing, it might be a good idea to show you how I'm packaging more expensive Star Wars items that are going in a bundle, track postage, not large letter. Essentially, all I do is this, because I don't have enough small boxes. This actually works really well, and I've had no complaints whatsoever. So all I'm doing is I'm laying out the figures, wrapping them in loads of bubble wrap, and then folding that over itself, taping that up, cutting down just some scrap cardboard I've got into blocks, taping it over it, and then this will be thrown in a poly bag. And it is like rock solid. There is so much bubble wrap between the cardboard and that, and it can't get crushed that way because this cardboard is pretty stiff, that this has been arriving in one piece, and I've been getting really good feedback. So you don't always need to search for boxes, especially if they're tiny, because I run out so quick. Like, we order the dogs food, they come in small boxes, I get 4 a month and that's it. So this has been working really, really well for me. If you know it's an item that's not going to get damaged, it might be worth trying to save on some packing material and testing out this method, because for me, it's working really well and it's saved me a ton of time sourcing tiny boxes. We're off on the hunt for cardboard now. The best cardboard shed in the land. Right, so what we need is this, which is our last UPS box. That fits the scales. Perfect. I thought we'd run out of them. We need something for that lamp. This is super, super thick, really durable. That's going to fit the IKEA thing perfectly. So we'll take that. And then I think I'm going to mix it up and I'm going to try and fit some of these figures. I forgot I'd got these. I've got about 50 of these. This was my other option for packing the Star Wars figures that I completely forgot about. So let's actually try it now, and we'll shove those 2014 figures in it that weren't too expensive. But these are pretty solid. So we might even just literally be able to just stick them in. But I think what I might do, if they've got weapons, I'll bag them up. I've got some really tiny poly bags actually. Like, not poly bags, but little clear bags. So I can put them in a bag and then literally just shove the figures in here. Maybe shove a bit of newspaper in, and that'll probably do. What I might do actually is fold them over in a piece of newspaper, so let's give that a go. Look at that for a terrible angle. Can you tell I did film for 2 years? Probably not. But you know, it is what it is. It got me out of exams, that's what I say. Right, so the idea is to get some newspaper, which, don't tell anyone, I grab loads from Lidl when I can. Nobody else seems to bother about taking them. Look. So my plan is, I'm going to keep the bag. What? Chucking stuff. I'm going to keep the bag. I don't have any 2014 left, but these bags are actually really useful. I've never had any, and now I don't ever have to buy any again, because there was hundreds of them inside the Star Wars haul that I bought. So my idea is to lay these guys out, figure out the size of the box, which is here. So they're not going to fit that way, it is really tight. So I think maybe what I do is do a line of 2 and then just stack one over in the middle. And then what I'm literally going to do is fold the newspaper over like it's some fish and chips or something. Instead of using bubble wrap, I don't want to waste all my bubble wrap because, you know, it's 10 quid a roll and I'd rather save it for really expensive, fragile stuff. Now what I'm hoping is this fits in here. And you know what? No way. Alright, it's bent the box a tiny bit, but not a lot. But look where it's ended. That literally fits perfect. To be fair, I should probably be doing this on my knees, but now I'm like tiny, so it is what it is. So my idea now is to literally, all I need to do, that's stuck like glued in. So I just take both ends up. And that is the foam gone. Hopefully you survived. There we go, we made it. So, what I was saying was that is it. All done. So all I'm going to do is stick a label on that. It's obviously under 1 kilogram, so it's £2.88 to post. I am throwing stuff everywhere, but I caught it. That is dead easy, and I'm going to be doing that from now on. I completely forgot about these boxes. There we go. That is our stack of items, all going out. £192 on a Saturday morning. It took long enough. This is the IKEA thing. I overdid it with the box. It's way too big, but there is loads of newspaper in there, and hopefully it'll arrive in perfect condition. This video is actually going to go out while I am away on holiday for a week. So I think the next Seoul video might be a good experiment to see if anything sells while we are in holiday mode and we can pack all of those orders. Fingers crossed there's more than one and it won't be a 2-second video. But I think either way, let's make a video out of it and just see what happens. For the first time ever, I'm going to schedule listings whilst I'm away because I didn't even know that was a thing back in the day. So what I'm going to do is process some Star Wars stuff, make it super simple, and then maybe do a few a day. There is one more boot sale before we go away as well, so maybe I'll just look for small items or save all that for when we get back. I'm not sure yet. Max is currently scratching himself. It's that time to end the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.